number one, Ari. They barely survived today against Missouri. Major Burns cost me a 5 in a row on my lock of the week, but ultimately, this is a team that already has 2 losses. Two bad losses because Ole Miss is not a great team. They're a good team. And then you got embarrassed by by Florida State on a neutral field to start the season. And for an LSU team that I don't think I was alone in pitching the idea that this is a team that could compete, dare I say, win a national championship. I think a lot of people were nervous, but certainly if you're just looking around and the dudes everywhere ethos, LSU had a lot of them, and they're sitting here. It's October 8th. They have 2 losses. They should have had 3 going on the road to Mizzou today, but they still have 2. You're looking up at Alabama, which looks like a much, much tougher ball game. And I believe that they go to Tuscaloosa. So the idea that you're sitting here in October, you're already out of the SEC, of the national championship race. I mean, in theory, maybe you could win out and have a case to get in the playoff. You'd need a lot of help, but probably not. And even the idea of trying to win the SEC West looks tough because, you got to win a bunch of games between now and then. So LSU, a very deserving number 1 that won today, but the defense is a disaster. Brady Cook throws for like 400 yards. It's a problem.
Yeah, I think that the LSU, you did a really good job of breaking all of that down. And I don't really know there's much more to add to that, but that is in addition to the fact that when they play, they just look broken.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's just like, that's it. Like the players they have on their team and the results that they're having in terms of what they look like out on the field, I think is an implication or a key into some dysfunction or some wires not connecting. And I don't know what those are. And I think that's the most disappointing thing. It's like, okay, you can go out and lose to a very good Florida State team. You could even lose to Ole Miss, but they couldn't get a stop in that game. It didn't look like their players were being used in the right way. I didn't see a ton of improvement with their quarterback for year over year. And it just looked like every other possible way that you could have envisioned this team being a national championship contender just did not happen.
That's a good way to put it.
And I just think that, yeah.
Other than Mississippi State, have we seen a flash of LSU looking like the team that a lot of people, myself included, thought they were going to
look broken?
Yeah. It's one thing to lose games. It's another thing that we haven't even seen this LSU team. I mean,
and it reminds me too of like that.
LSU.
Did you see that Hugh Freeze clip? I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, where he was talking about how long it takes to build a team. And somebody said, actually, Kirby Smart won a national title in year 2. And he goes, "Oh, year 2, huh?" Yeah, got to the national championship game in year 2. And he goes, "Yeah, that doesn't sound right to me." Like, it was like really funny. Yeah. But it's like, it is year 2. You are in Louisiana. You do have a wealth of talent, and you are a very good destination for transfers. There's no reason why your team should look incompetent through 6 weeks of the season.